There was a time when it was a struggle to install Eclipse on Ubuntu, but not in 2025, not with the latest version of Eclipse, and not with Ubuntu 24. Now, it's super easy. All you have to do is go into your Ubuntu instance, and I've got nothing installed here. I'm simply going to go to eclipse.org/downloads and click on that download packages link. One of the options that comes up is an installer for Linux. I'm just going to click on the 8664 architecture and then click on that beautiful orange download button, and a zip file is just going to get downloaded to my local file system. It's just going to take a second, and we know what to do with zip files, right? So I'm just going to right click on it and say extract. I mean, you can do it at the command line if you're super cool, but I am not. I'm going to open up that folder. I'm going to open up the folder that's inside of it, and then you'll see the Eclipse installation file right there. Make sure that file's executable. Make sure you got executable rights. If you do, just double click on it, and then all of a sudden the Eclipse installer opens up. Doesn't give you quite enough space to read what's going on there, but it's going to ask you, what version do you want? And I'm an enterprise developer, and so that's the one that I'm going to select. Now notice, it's figured out that I don't have Java installed. It's figured out that I don't have Eclipse installed as well. So it's going to actually go ahead and download Java 21 for me, and it's going to then install everything into the home Cameron MCNZ Eclipse JEE folder for me. It really couldn't be easier. Okay, I'm doing just a very quick interruption here. A couple of things. The YouTube algorithm hates me for some reason right now. If you're enjoying this video, if you could like, subscribe, and even leave a comment, I would really love to hear from you and find out if you've enjoyed this. It'll also help wake up the YouTube algorithm and maybe give my channel and my videos a little bit more exposure. So I would really appreciate that. The other thing too is I got a new copy of Hibernate Made Easy coming out, the best-selling book. I've updated it for version 7 of Hibernate. So if you're into JPA, Spring Data, Spring JDBC, please sign up for my mailing list. You don't have to buy it, but I'll be raffling off some free copies for members of my newsletter. And I'll also be making chapters available through the newsletter as well. So sign up for that. There's a link in the description. And finally, I helped out with some final edits on Darcy DeClute Scrum Master Certification Guide. So if you're agile and you're working with Scrum and you're interested in getting Scrum Master certified, a lot of people have been using this book to score 100% on the Product Owner and Scrum Master exam. So it's available on Amazon. Go pick that up. I know Darcy would be very happy if you did. Okay, that's it. I'm really sorry to bother you. Let's get back into the coding. It may take a few minutes to download the JDK, but very, very quickly you're going to have Eclipse installed on your Ubuntu instance. And when the installation is done, a beautiful green launch button will appear. I can't fight the temptation to click a beautiful green launch button, and neither should you. Once you've done that, Eclipse starts up. It asks you for a workspace location where to keep all the files. I'm just going to accept the default, but I mean, you can put it into any folder location that makes sense to you. Eclipse is going to start up. I'll maximize the screen. I'm going to close this little nag screen right here. And I don't know, you've opened up Eclipse. Why not create a Maven project? I'm just going to choose to create a simple Maven project. I'm going to put in the group ID com.mcnz.maven, I guess, the artifact ID. This is a Hello World project, so we'll call it Hello World. I like to be a little aggressive on the version here, so why don't we make it a 1.0 and click Finish. But now we've actually created a Maven project. And again, I don't have Maven installed on my Ubuntu instance. So the Eclipse installer has actually installed a local version of Maven for me. You can open up the project here. You can take a look at the structure. You notice the main folder. There's tests. There is the target folder there. We can come over here if we want. We can go in and create a brand new Java class, update the package name there, make that a little bit more handsome. What do we got to do? The requisite hello world here, add in that main method. And I mean, you know the drill. So I got to increase that font there. I apologize for that. But hey, I just installed this. You saw me. You can go to Preferences and increase the font. But I'm just going to do systemout.println Hello World. And once that's saved, I can click that beautiful green button, say Run as a Java application, and there we go. Boom, it says Hello World at the bottom of the screen. We've not only installed Eclipse on Ubuntu, but we've actually created a Maven project proving that Maven and the JDK was installed, and we even added a little Hello World file and ran the program. I told you, it's pretty easy to install Eclipse on Ubuntu in 2025.